Hello everybody, I am Jenny the Artsy Rose and welcome back to 100 Sleeping Princes. Let's crud. Are we rolling? Yes, we are rolling. So, let's get Byakuyo. I'm sorry that this is so late. Who's this guy?
こんなものではないだろう。長引かせたくはないからな。いい血の色です。チェックだ。怖いよ。こっちにすぐいで。やるじゃないか。おっと、まだやれることはある。俺に勝てると思ってんのか。チェックだ。まだ終わらないだと。ならば俺がやる。はあ、いい血のりの色。やるじゃないか。助かる。油断するね。あっ、その調子だ。慌てなくていいぞ。セバスチャン、チェックだ。いい血のりの色。はあ、今度はもっと笑わせておくれ。やりましたね。リコリスの花言葉は再開。
I guess since I've read everybody else's profile, I'd like to read Sebastian's. It's not profiles and Byakuyo without an extra profile read. In addition to everyday work, orders of any husband are perfect in a butler. I don't know why this translation uses husband. It might be a mistranslation, but I assure you, Sebastian is not married to CL. If he's married to anything, it's his job as a butler. Nothing more, nothing less. But to sum it up, in addition to everyday work, orders of any husband are perfect in a butler. I think it's supposed to mean servant or groomer. Husband was another word for, husband can also be another word for groomer. I could be wrong. I need to look into it. The identity, or his identity, is a demon that CL made a contract to fulfill revenge. To fulfill his revenge, of course. CL's revenge. The content of the contract is to serve as a butler, will be at CL's hand and feet until fulfilling revenge, protects CL without killing protects without killing Ciel. He's to constantly protect Ciel. And the last one, this will really blow your mind away. Never tell a lie. He is to never tell a lie as long as he's serving Ciel. As a religious person, I would consider this to be a challenge for a demon. Now, I'm not saying that's all demons do. I've learned better, but it's part of the cunning of being a demon. Deception is their gift, and to not lie, I feel like it's kind of handicapping. You're kind of handicapping them. But throughout the series, Sebastian proves that he can still be decisive even when he can't exactly tell a lie, which is pretty impressive. Bless you, Felicity. One of the greatest forms of deception is, naturally, Sebastian being able to blend with humans, but then again, there are some things that he does that could give him away if the cast wasn't so narrow-minded. The servants that he works with, they are all humans, although one has supernatural strength, but he's not a demon. They just automatically assume Sebastian is human because he just looks the part. But there are things about him that give him away, like his supernatural speed, his supernatural prowess as in strength, his capability to fulfill things and do things that should be impossible for any human to do, like obtain 3 long lists of every doctor that had been present in London and during the time of Jack the Ripper, or during the time of his most recent killing. He did it within a matter of minutes, I believe. Now, the servants weren't around by the time he had been performing this little task, but you know what I mean. But Sebastian's ability to perform the impossible are one of the reasons Ciel is glad to have him at his service. He's precisely what he wants to carry out his revenge. Ciel in the series isn't actively looking for the people who killed his parents. That's the vengeance that he's looking for. But it's not just that. People are theorizing that Ciel had a twin brother by the time he had accidentally summoned Sebastian. He had just been killed when he accidentally summoned him. And with that being said, everyone is wondering, why hasn't this brother been revealed yet? Why is the writer, Toboso, keeping this brother in the shadows? Or why is she being so subliminal about him in the flashbacks? The speculation is Ciel Phantom Hive is not Ciel Phantom Hive. He is parading as his dead brother, and he can get away with it because they were identical twins. But if that were the case, why do that? Why parade around as a dead brother that his captors and the people who sold him to a cult that had nearly made a satanic sacrifice out of him? Why would Ciel do this? Why would Ciel pretend to be his dead brother in order to exact vengeance? From what we know, Ciel just wants to Ciel is just waiting for his offenders to show up. He's playing a waiting game, and Sebastian is being the demon with the contract that he is just following his orders, following that wish.
前はもっと言え。私には必要ありません。夢をいい声で泣いてください。チェックだ。
But now this makes me wonder, the people who... Did I mention that CL had lost his family on his 10th birthday? CL Phantom Hive had lost his family, had lost his parents on his 10th birthday. He and his brothers were later captured by the people who killed his parents, and then they were sold to occultics that intended to use them as human sacrifices. CL watched his brother die on the altar, was stabbed to death, and as a result, he has post-traumatic stress disorder. While there are some cases that he does have some fits in case he encounters something that triggers it, like that episode he had in Book of Circus. He did go to a rehabilitation hospital in order to recover, but I have to question how effective those people were. But I could be, maybe I'm being a perfectionist. I guess I can't expect everyone to come out of something like that, especially a 10-year-old, and not be triggered by anything that would bring up the trauma whatsoever. People have that when they have scars. You can't, it's ridiculous to expect oneself to be trigger-free after coming out of a nightmare like that. It's just impressive that he hasn't allowed it to scar him too much. Well, maybe I'm giving him too much credit on that part. So right after CL watches his brother, right after he watches him die on the altar, or is stabbed on the altar, this is where he pretty much loses his faith in the Lord, and then he accidentally summons the demon Sebastian. He makes a contract with him, and then Sebastian proceeds to kill the occultics. He then takes on the guise of a butler, and that's when their story begins. At the point At the current point in the main story, Sebastian has been serving CL for... Ooh. My lucky day. Sebastian has been serving CL for 3 years now, and CL's 14th birthday is approaching. It is precisely, let's see, the current point in the manga is, the current time in the manga, it would be in our current date. It's November of 1889. So CL has a birthday coming up. At this point, he's 13 years old. He will be... Well, I don't need to say the obvious, do I? I think you already know. But it's kind of sad having a birthday where you're having your parents die on your birthday. Although I have a brother that would kind of relate to that. My brother Dakota, our mother, she had stage 4 cancer, and she died when my brother's graduation date was approaching, which happened to have been close to his birthday. It was May of 2012. He was turning 19 that year. He was turning 19 that month, and after 6 long years, my mother lost her battle to that wretched disease that she had been dealing with. I hate talking about this. My poor cat. My brother has this freaky coincidence where bad things just happen on his birthday, and that was my mother dying would be my mother dying when it was just a handful of days before his birthday approached was pretty much the whammy of them all, if you know what I mean. Sorry to reveal a sad story like that. We were talking about Black Butler. I don't know my brain kind of farted. But well, it's natural for us to miss my mother. We're not living in the past. We're moving forward, and I'm trying to do the same. I'm trying to do. Today, I'm trying to improve my painting skills. Like I had said in my last video, in my last few videos, I have been wanting to. Oh boy, this one's gonna be a toughie. Anyway, and I was talking about Seal. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I hope you guys don't mind. Thank you, Sebastian, for your assistance. I truly appreciate it. Ooh, another Sun Fairy! Let's see. Oh, well, I didn't expect to see this guy. Even though my mother died before my brother's graduation date, my brother wound up graduating at our home. It was kind of a nice sight. It was a friendly miracle. My mother had prayed to God that she would live long enough to see my brother graduate, and she got her wish. Sure enough, around 4 o'clock in the morning, she later passed on, or as my father would put it, she ran off to heaven with a carpenter named Jesus. That's his comical way of putting it. It's strange. I'm kind of supposed to be talking about Sebastian, but then I went from talking about him to see y'all, and then I'm talking about my mom, my family. What a way to get off topic. It's strange. I really love Sebastian, but I just don't feel like talking about him in this video. I wonder what's this guy's problem? Well, Byakuyo is not having any of this. He's clearly a very serious man. Although I really like to wonder, what is this guy saying? Let's see. Since I'm reading profiles, or roughly translated profiles of these guys, why don't I just... I think it's only fair that I read Byakuyo's. His name translates to white leaves. Interesting. I wonder who this guy is. Is he a selectable prince? My mother had died. May 15th. May 15th left. May 15th of 2012 at around 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, I don't think I've ever tried moon or lunar undertaker or solar snake. Let's see. Running into Undertaker like this is pretty rare, so I think I'll just go for this one. Oh my. I need to end this video soon. Oh! Byakuyo. Sorry about that. Let's see. The Prince of the Red Starry Kingdom. Prince Yume, who likes beautiful things, usually relies on using women's words. In other words, he uses Japanese pronouns that should be our Japanese words that are meant for women, which shows that he's kind of an effeminate man, but I guess we should have already known that, seeing as he does look very womanly. Creed strongly, I don't know what that part means, noble and beautiful. In the middle of the battle, it is sometimes violent and the tone changes. I think they're talking about his voice. They're talking about Byakuyo? Prince Yume, who likes beautiful things, usually relies on using women's words. It is about the hero who is supposed to pretend to be a fiancé, asked by Byakuyo, who is forced to marry her from the parents soon. Is it, okay, so he is... So Byakuyo has requested the main hero, the main heroine, to pretend to be his fiancé because he is, he's being forced to marry somebody else by his parents. Red Plum, his country of origin is Red Plum, or shouldn't it be Red Starry? What is with this information? Undertaker looks cute! Oh my goodness. Simone, I hope you're seeing this, because we see your man in the getup you want him in. He looks cute! He looks so funky. He looks more like a Halloween Undertaker than a Lunar Undertaker to me. But either way. Oh brother, what's with my brain? I can't think right now. Let's see. Byakuyo has a policy, and it is beauty is not done in a day. Well, I guess that's nice. That's a nice policy. His hobby is makeup, dancing, and fashion. He has a habit of create a shin? What does... Google, your translations suck. His favorite things are natural and beautiful things. Hello, narcissist. And he does not like a man who is old. A man who's... Okay, this guy is totally narcissistic and rude.
ェックだ。じわじわ来てるよ。おっと、夢をなるほどね。
Huh? Whoops.
はあ、チェックだ。
置いていかないで。
はあ、チェックだ。
負けないで。頑張る。
おい、勝てると思ってんのか。チェックだ。まだ終わらないだと。ならば俺がやる。長引かせたくはないからな。君最高。なかなか楽しませてもらったよ。
I'm gonna end this video here because I don't want to run out of space when I'm in the midst of recording. And that would really stink. I'm trying to do this, and I shall see you soon.